So what's up? Welcome back to the Jazzy Review, where I give you my take on all things pop culture. My name is Jasmine, and we got some things we need to talk about today, so let's get into it. Okay, so Cardi B and Candace Owens was arguing on Twitter, and I know you're probably like, well, now what could they possibly have to argue about on the twits? Well, they was arguing about two old ass white dudes, basically. So with the election coming up, everybody is losing their damn mind, including celebrities and politicians. Like, everybody's losing their damn mind with this upcoming election, and Cardi B and Candace are no different. So the gag is no. So what had happened was that Cardi B did an interview with President-elect Joe Biden for Elle magazine, and she was basically just talking about, getting people out to vote and how important it is to vote in this election, blah, blah, blah. Then Candace went on the Ben Shapiro show and was basically talking about the interview, and saying that Cardi was an illiterate rapper and Joe Biden was pandering to black people and just using Cardi to try to get the black vote and all this other stuff.
If black Americans are not insulted by the fact that Joe Biden, who has been hiding in his basement, for the entire year, made an appearance and came out because he was going to do an interview with Cardi B. Do we have nothing better to offer? I mean, this would be akin to Donald Trump saying, I'm going to give no interviews, but he came up and he decided to give an interview to Justin Bieber. Right? I mean, Justin Bieber, I'm sorry. I know you're a Christian man. I don't even want to put you in the same boat as Cardi B. But it would be absurd, right? White America would go, what is this? Why are you being interviewed by Justin Bieber? And it's because you're pandering, right? You're pandering. You look at Cardi B's Instagram, you see she has millions of followers, and you think, okay, this is an illiterate person. And if I appeal to this illiterate person and she does, like she literally did in the middle of this interview, and they think she's cool, she's hip just by sitting here and taking this interview, black people will vote for me. It's basically saying, black people, you are stupid, you are dumb, and you're so foolish. I mean, do you think, what if she just said in the middle of the interview, Joe Biden, can you name one Cardi B album? Joe Biden, do me a favor, just one Cardi B lyric. He couldn't do it. Of course he's not, because he's being handled and they're saying black people like this person. This is what they're into. And so here you go, talk to her. Okay. And she asked pointedly ridiculous questions. I want lower taxes, but I want universal health care for all. She had no idea what she was doing. And yet both Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden made the time to sit with her because they believe black people are stupid. And black people that thought, yay, that's a win. No, it's not a win. It shows you that they still believe that you are so stupid that they couldn't find many of the amazing intellectual black people that we have in the world to sit down with and ask them tough questions. An interview with Condoleezza Rice, right? An interview with Larry Elder. Even if you want somebody that is a Democrat, that's fine. There are way more intellectual black Democrats you could have sat down with, yet you chose an illiterate rapper, because that's what she is. She's illiterate.
So then Cardi took to Instagram, or took to Twitter, and was basically saying, like, you think Joe Biden's using me to pander, but your president, Donald Trump, is using you to pander. So they was arguing back and forth on Twitter. And then Candace went to her Instagram live and was talking about, well, you keep saying you have this number one song talking about your wet ass pussy, and no one cares about that. It's not going to help or do anything for black Americans. Blah, blah, blah.
You continually keep saying you have a number one song. It means shit. Nobody cares about a song about your wet ass pussy. Excuse my language for my followers. Being number one. I have a number one song in the UK. I have a number one song in Australia. I have a number one song in New Zealand. That has nothing to do with black America and whether or not you are helping or hurting. Right now, you are hurting black America.
So then Candace the next day, yes, this is a 2-day argument. So Candace went on Twitter and was like, y'all, I won, I broke Cardi B. And she started posting all these tweets about how she won the argument. But then, you can't really argue over the internet anymore without the internet investigators coming with all of the receipts. So people start pulling up tweets that Candace had from like 2018 or 2019, basically saying that, she's been following Cardi, she's a fan of Cardi, this and that, this and that. So people are like, girl, you are obsessed with Cardi B. So stop acting like you're not a fan of her. She's ruining black people. She's, doing all this negative stuff. Like, when you are clearly a fan, like, chill out. So they came for her and she didn't really respond to that. And then Cardi B posted another picture of President Trump with like all of these black people like praying over him. Basically just saying like, President Trump, this is pandering to black people. So whatever you're talking about is whatever you're talking about. But just know that President Trump does it too. So honestly, y'all, like, they both getting used. Now, if they cool with it, then okay, they cool with it. But I think Cardi understands the fact that she knows that Joe Biden, he don't really care about her, or he doesn't really know anything about her. So I feel like she understands that, all right, he knows that I'm popular, so he wants me to help him get the vote out, get the word out to vote, get the word out to vote for him, stuff like that. And I low-key feel like Candace understands that President Trump don't give two shits about her either. But I think it's kind of been like her, I don't know, it's like her claim to fame to just talk shit on any and everything at this point. So like, if she didn't say anything negative about Cardi B, especially with WAP being as popular as it is, she is like not doing her job, I guess. Girl, I don't know. I don't really care for Candace, not because she's a Republican, because like that's her right. She can believe whatever she wants to believe. I just don't like the way she talks about black people as if she ain't black. And it's like, girl, you black. Hello? No? Okay, whatever. I also think it's fair to mention that Candace does have a book coming out. So I think that's where the like drama is coming from, just because she wants to promote her book. And what better way to promote your book than to start some beef and be like, well, why y'all here? I got a book coming out. Go ahead and pre-order. So that's what I think. Ultimately, I hate to see two black women arguing. Unless it's like on purpose. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good housewife situation, but that's on purpose. Like, they're supposed to be arguing. Anyways, but let alone arguing over like two old ass white dudes who really, in the grand scheme of things, like, don't really give a damn about either one of them. So that's how I feel. That's what I said. Don't argue with me. Argue with your granny. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Like, do you think it was just basically for show? Do you actually think they got beef with one another? Let me know what you think. So until next time, friends. Bye.